Ever stop and really picture a day in your life where the familiar elements have fundamentally reimagined by technology?
Hmm.
I'm talking about a near future where, the way we work, learn, get around, even stay healthy could be almost unrecognizable.
Yeah, it's a powerful thought experiment, isn't it?
It really is. Today, we're plunging into a fascinating collection of interconnected technological shifts. You've shared some truly thought-provoking material outlining these uh, advancements.
Right.
And our goal, our mission for this deep dive is basically to distill it all down for you, our listeners, and highlight the most significant potential impacts, especially around AI and automation.
That's right. The sources paint a pretty compelling picture, I think. A future being actively shaped by breakthroughs in, well, artificial intelligence and automation, like you said.
So much happening there.
Exactly. So today we'll try to navigate this landscape, looking at everything from, say, the very essence of software creation,
Hmm.
all the way to transforming key sectors like healthcare and education.
And that's not even counting the potentially game-changing stuff in energy transport, how we manage resources.
Lots to cover.
Definitely. We're going to unpack some really significant shifts. Let's start with something that sounds almost paradoxical, the transformation of work, maybe beginning with this idea of programming without traditional programmers.
Yeah, that one jumps out.
Okay, let's unpack this first big one then,
Mhm.
the transformation of work and the skills we'll need going forward.
Well, what's fascinating here is the potential for AI tools to allow users, maybe even you, to program just using natural language.
So just talking to the computer.
Pretty much. Imagine simply describing the functionality you need for a piece of software, in plain English, and the AI generates the actual code underneath.
Wow.
The shift might mean future programmers focus less on syntax, the nitty-gritty code, and more on defining the big picture. Complex system logic, ethical guidelines for these AI coders. It's kind of an inversion of current roles.
It's almost like we're on the cusp of a new era of digital creativity then, where the barrier to entry for like bringing software ideas to life just gets much, much lower.
That's the idea. It suggests a real democratization of programming. A much wider range of people could potentially build and deploy digital tools. So this raises an important question for you, for anyone who interacts with software daily. What happens when the creation process itself is so fundamentally altered?
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean traditional programmers just vanish, of course, but maybe their expertise evolves towards building and refining these sophisticated AI programming tools or tackling truly novel, really complex computational challenges.
Okay, that makes sense.
Ah,
And speaking of machines taking on tasks, the material we're looking at includes a forecast that really jumped out at me.
which one was that?
1 billion bipedal robots by 2040.
Ah, yes, that number.
1 billion. That's a number that's, well, hard to even really fathom. It just dwarfs the entire automotive industry.
It does. And if we connect this to the bigger picture of AI and automation, the
Ah.
potential impact across industries like manufacturing, construction, logistics, it's immense.
You can see it immediately in those areas.
Absolutely. But also consider the implications for things like elder care or maybe hazardous waste disposal, tasks that are currently really challenging or dangerous for humans. 1 billion robots could potentially transform fields like that.
Which then raises all sorts of questions, doesn't it, about human purpose, the definition of work as you currently understand it.
Exactly. It really makes you think about the sheer scale of automation we might be looking at.
But it's not just about robots replacing humans entirely, is it? I noticed this recurring theme in the material of AI really acting as a coworker, like an empowering tool that actually augments our abilities.
Yes, exactly. The analysis emphasizes AI as enhancing human capabilities across various fields. Think of it more like a superpowered assistant.
Yeah.
It can handle, say, vast amounts of data analysis, generate comprehensive reports at lightning speed, maybe even aid in creative processes. It frees up human professionals to focus on, well, higher level strategic thinking, complex problem solving, innovation.
So for you, our listener, whether you're leading a team, managing projects, or just trying to be more efficient in your daily tasks, AI could become this indispensable partner.
Potentially, yes.
But what does this all mean for the broader labor market? It sounds like we're looking at a pretty significant shift in labor dynamics overall.
That's definitely a key takeaway for you to consider. The likelihood is a transition, right? From a workforce maybe primarily engaged in routine manual or cognitive labor
Hmm.
to one that increasingly involves the supervision, the management, and importantly, the collaboration with these advanced AI and robotic systems. Your role and the roles of many others will likely evolve. evolve. It'll require different skills, different knowledge.
Right. Adaptation is key. Okay, so that's work a massive part of our lives.
Yeah.
But the impact of AI and these technologies isn't limited just to our jobs, is it?
Not at all.
Let's dive into how some really crucial sectors like healthcare and education could be, well, revolutionized.
Yeah, the potential here is truly transformative for how you and everyone else experiences these fundamental aspects of life.
Yeah.
Imagine AI tutors offering highly personalized learning experiences.
Tailored to each student.
Exactly. Adapting in real time to each student's individual pace, their strengths, their weaknesses. And then in healthcare, leveraging advancements in machine learning, particularly in image recognition. AI could analyze medical scans like X-rays or MRIs with a level of detail human eyes might actually miss, potentially detecting early markers of disease leading to faster, maybe more accurate diagnoses.
So picture a student, maybe someone you know, struggling with a specific math concept. Their AI tutor could instantly zero in on that exact point of confusion and tailor the explanation, maybe use examples that really resonate with their learning style. Or think about the peace of mind. Maybe that might come with an AI analyzing a routine medical image, potentially spotting some subtle anomaly much earlier than might otherwise happen.
It's a powerful prospect. But what's fascinating here is that this isn't necessarily about replacing human teachers or doctors entirely, not the way it's often framed.
Right, it's more nuanced.
It suggests a significant shift towards more specialized roles for the human professionals. Teachers could focus more on mentorship, fostering creativity, developing critical thinking skills, things AI might struggle with.
The human element.
Exactly. And doctors could concentrate on the really complex, nuanced cases, the crucial human element of patient care, empathy, communication, and of course, cutting-edge research.
It sounds like it could really democratize expertise in these fields then, making high-quality education and healthcare maybe more accessible to a wider range of people, regardless of, say, where they live or their socioeconomic background.
Precisely. That's a huge potential upside. AI has the potential to bridge gaps in access and bring expert-level knowledge to individuals like you and many others, overcoming geographical limits or other barriers.
Okay, that's massive. Now,
Okay.
let's move on to something maybe a little less obvious in our daily lives, but still really impactful.
Yeah.
Advertising. The material suggests a pretty interesting evolution there, too.
Yes, it does. The forecast indicates a potential shift away from what many people might see as, well, intrusive or manipulative advertising tactics
The annoyance.
towards more informational models, driven by AI and what the sources call consumer agents.
Consumer agents, like a
Right.
personal shopper bot.
Sort of. Essentially, personalized digital assistants that understand your needs and proactively seek out the best products and services for you. The focus could really become providing genuine value to consumers based on their actual requirements.
Okay, so instead of being constantly bombarded with, generic ads for things I have absolutely no interest in, imagine these AI agents actually understanding my specific needs and preferences. Maybe I'm looking for a more sustainable coffee maker or new running shoes with particular support. And that just presents me with relevant, timely information when I actually need it.
Exactly. Your AI assistant might alert you, hey, here's a product that precisely fits your stated requirements and budget based on its understanding of your past behavior, your stated goals, rather than you just being targeted by broad, often irrelevant ads.
That could lead to a much more streamlined, maybe less cluttered digital experience for you, for everyone.
That's the hope, I think.
That sounds like a welcome change for a lot of people, myself included. Now, within more traditional professional settings, offices, businesses, it seems AI is already making waves, right? But perhaps its full potential isn't being realized yet.
That's what the analysis suggests. It points to AI tools already being capable of generating pretty high-quality reports, drafting initial legal documents, even suggesting innovative solutions to complex problems, often much faster than traditional methods. Sure. Think about AI analyzing massive data sets to produce comprehensive market research reports in, like, a fraction of the time it would take a human team.
Right.
But the adoption and, crucially, the seamless integration of these powerful capabilities might still be lagging in many organizations.
Well, like the technology is there, offering this incredible potential for boosting efficiency and productivity for you and for businesses.
Yeah, the tools exist.
But we're still in the early stages of figuring out the best ways to fully leverage it, maybe culturally or workflow-wise.
That seems to be the case in many places.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about some really future-forward technologies. Starting with energy solutions, there seems to be some exciting potential on the horizon that could directly impact how we power our lives.
There is indeed. The material highlights growing optimism around two main areas: fusion power and advanced geothermal energy, probably within the next decade, potentially.
Fusion and geothermal.
Okay. Fusion, the same process that powers the sun, combining light atomic nuclei to release just vast amounts of energy. Theoretically, it offers a clean and virtually limitless source.
The holy grail, basically.
Pretty much. And advancements in this, plus enhanced geothermal technologies, allowing us to tap into the Earth's heat more efficiently. And in more locations, these are potential game changers for generating electricity. For your home, for the world.
Fusion power, it's been talked about for so long, feels like science fiction sometimes. Is it really getting closer to becoming a practical reality? Something that could actually impact our energy bills and the environment, soonish?
Well, soonish is relative in energy, but yes, while significant engineering challenges definitely remain, there's increasing global momentum. Substantial investment going into fusion research.
Okay.
And recent breakthroughs do suggest that commercially viable fusion power might be closer than previously anticipated. And similarly, innovations in drilling techniques, energy extraction methods, they're making advanced geothermal a more accessible, more scalable option too.
That would be just a massive shift away from fossil fuels. Profoundly positive environmental and economic benefits for everyone, potentially.
Absolutely. Huge potential.
Another area ripe for dramatic transformation, one that affects your daily commute, how goods get moved around, transportation, largely thanks to AI again.
Absolutely. The integration of sophisticated AI into self-driving systems, it has the potential to completely reimagine urban mobility. And logistics, too.
How so?
Well, think about autonomous vehicles controlled by these intricate AI algorithms. They could optimize traffic flow in real time, coordinating with each other.
Oh, okay.
This could significantly increase the capacity of existing roads and hopefully alleviate the kind of congestion that many of you listening experience daily in cities.
Think about it, no more frustrating rush hour gridlock, because AI is constantly seamlessly adjusting speeds, spacing, routes, maximizing efficiency across the whole network. That sounds like a dream for anyone who's ever been stuck in traffic.
It does. And it's not just about personal convenience, right? More efficient traffic flow could also lead to significant reductions in fuel consumption, lower emissions.
That's the point.
And potentially a decrease in traffic accidents, too, improving safety for everyone on the road.
Okay, that's huge. The material also touches on the growing importance of technology in our personal health and well-being. It sounds like we're moving towards a much more proactive, data-driven approach to staying healthy. Very relevant to you managing your own well-being.
That's right. Advanced AI-powered technologies may be integrated into sophisticated wearable devices, home health monitors. They can continuously track a really wide range of your personal health metrics.
Like what kind of things?
Oh, everything from sleep patterns, heart rate variability, to even subtle changes in your gait, how you walk, or even your voice patterns over time.
Wow.
This constant stream of data analyzed by AI can then provide personalized insights and maybe early warnings, empowering individuals like you to take a more proactive role in managing health, potentially preventing illness before it even fully manifests.
So instead of just reacting when we feel unwell, technology could help us identify potential issues really early on, suggest personalized lifestyle tweaks, maybe even flag the need to see a doctor based on objective data.
That's the vision, yes. Shifting from reactive to proactive healthcare.
Interesting. And finally, let's talk about resources. The traditional view is that Earth's resources are finite, which leads to all sorts of concerns about scarcity. But technology might be challenging that fundamental notion.
Yeah, the material suggests that continued technological advancements could unlock access to abundant resources that were previously just economically or technologically out of reach.
Like what?
Well, think about breakthroughs in advanced drilling techniques reaching deep-sea mineral deposits, or innovative robotic mining operations that can work in harsh environments where humans can't easily go. Even tapping into deeper, more stable geothermal energy reserves falls under this idea, accessing previously unavailable resources. This could have significant implications for resource availability for future generations, for you.
So it's the idea that we might not be quite as limited by the physical constraints of our planet as we once thought, thanks to our ability to innovate, develop new ways to explore, extract, utilize resources.
Exactly. These advancements could potentially alleviate some of those long-term concerns about resource scarcity and maybe reshape our understanding of what a truly sustainable future looks like.
Okay, wow. So let's try and bring it all together for you, our listener. We've covered a lot of ground here, from the future of programming to revolutions in transport and energy. What are some of the main overarching implications, the key takeaways from all this?
Well, first and foremost, I think the material strongly suggests that AI is often more about empowering human capabilities than simply replacing human workers.
Right, the augmentation point.
Yes, it's about augmenting our skills, freeing us up for more creative, more strategic endeavors across different fields. We're also likely looking at a significant, probably ongoing shift in labor dynamics, moving towards a world where supervising and collaborating with automated systems becomes a more central part of many jobs.
And in those crucial areas like education and healthcare, AI has that potential to redefine what expertise even looks like, right?
Right.
And make high-quality learning and medical care far more accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances.
Absolutely. Democratizing expertise is a key theme. And even the world of advertising, something that touches all our lives, might evolve in a more positive direction, focusing more on providing essential, relevant information rather than just persuasion or interruption,
That'd be nice.
wouldn't it? And we could also see a fundamental transformation of our infrastructure, particularly transportation networks, thanks to the intelligent coordination offered by AI-driven systems.
Plus, those traditional limits we've perceived around resource scarcity might be challenged as new technologies unlock access to previously unreachable resources.
Hmm.
And our approach to personal health is likely to become much more proactive, more personalized, driven by data insights from technology.
And let's not forget the potential for significant market disruptions as technologies like advanced robots become more widespread and capable. And perhaps, most importantly, the incredible continuously evolving power of human AI collaboration to drive innovation and solve complex challenges across all sectors.
So to wrap things up, it really does seem like these interconnected technological shifts, they have the potential to create a profoundly different future.
Mm.
One that's being rapidly shaped by these ongoing advancements in artificial intelligence and automation.
And for you, our listener, someone who's dedicated to staying well-informed, gaining knowledge efficiently, understanding these emerging trends provides, hopefully, a valuable lens through which to view the changes that are likely coming.
Yeah,
Hopefully, this deep dive has provided you with some of those insightful aha moments we always aim for.
absolutely. So here's a final thought for you to consider. Out of all these potential technological shifts we've explored today, from AI writing code to fusion energy, AI doctors, self-driving cars, which one do you believe will ultimately have the most significant impact on your own life or maybe on society as a whole in the coming years?
Good question to ponder.
It's definitely something worth thinking about as these technologies continue their rapid development. And if you're eager to explore any of these topics further, consider delving into the research areas mentioned in our sources. Future of AI in specific industries, robotics, advancement, sustainable energy progress.
There's a wealth of information out there.
Absolutely. Plenty for you to discover.